In Job chapter 19, Job responds to Bildad's rebuke with a poignant lamentation, expressing his deep anguish and despair over his suffering. He feels utterly abandoned by both God and his friends, lamenting their lack of compassion and understanding. Job expresses his longing for his words to be inscribed forever, serving as a lasting testimony to his innocence and his desire for justice. Despite his despair, Job maintains his faith in God's justice and righteousness, trusting that he will ultimately vindicate him. He declares his intention to plead his case directly before God, confident that God will hear him and grant him justice. Job refuses to accept his friends' accusations or to be silenced by their well-meaning but misguided counsel. Job acknowledges the severity of his afflictions and the depth of his suffering, recognizing that his condition is beyond human understanding or remedy. He expresses a longing for an end to his torment and a desire for his suffering to be acknowledged by God. Despite his anguish, Job clings to his faith in God's justice and righteousness, trusting that he will ultimately deliver him from his troubles. Job's lamentation in chapter 19 reflects the depths of his despair and the intensity of his suffering as he grapples with profound questions about the nature of God's justice and the reasons for human suffering. His words serve as a poignant reminder of the struggles faced by those experiencing profound pain and despair, and his plea for understanding and compassion resonates with readers who have grappled with similar questions in the midst of their own trials. Let's now read Job chapter 19. Then Job answered and said, How long will ye vex my soul, and break me in pieces with words? These 10 times have ye reproached me, ye are not ashamed that ye make yourselves strange to me. And be it indeed that I have erred, mine error remaineth with myself. If indeed ye will magnify yourselves against me, and plead against me my reproach. Know now that God hath overthrown me, and hath compassed me with his net. Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard, I cry aloud, but there is no judgment. He hath fenced up my way that I cannot pass, and he hath set darkness in my paths. He hath stripped me of my glory, and taken the crown from my head. He hath destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and mine hope hath he removed like a tree. He hath also kindled his wrath against me, and he counteth me unto him as one of his enemies. His troops come together, and raise up their way against me, and encamp round about my tabernacle. He hath put my brethren far from me, and mine acquaintance are verily estranged from me. My kinsfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They that dwell in mine house, and my maids, count me for a stranger, I am an alien in their sight. I called my servant, and he gave me no answer, I entreated him with my mouth. My breath is strange to my wife, though I entreated for the children's sake of mine own body. Yea, young children despised me, I arose, and they spake against me. All my inward friends abhorred me, and they whom I loved are turned against me. My bone cleaveth to my skin and to my flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth. Have pity upon me, O ye my friends, for the hand of God hath touched me. Why do ye persecute me as God, and are not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were now written. Oh, that they were printed in a book. That they were graven with an iron pen and lead in the rock forever. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. But ye should say, Why persecute we him, seeing the root of the matter is found in me? Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. This ends our reading of Job chapter 19.